Episode 2.
Get
me, we're back.
Come on.
Who thought there's gonna be episode 2?
Come on.
Get me, we're back.
Come on.
Obviously.
Bear man thought we wouldn't make it here.
We're here.
Well done, man. Them. Come on.
If you watched the first episode, love for that.
Like, share, and subscribe. By the way.
Yeah. All of that kind of thing there. Really.
Yeah.
And in that order as well.
Yeah. Come on.
Obviously.
Shout out SB.
In the building.
Shout out my nigga SB in the car. Come on.
Show that little support in that.
Yeah, man.
So, man, then what's new? What's new this week?
Whoa.
New seating
going
plan,
on.
that's first.
There's a new seating
Because the week has
Switch
started.
up. Switch up the seating plan.
Man upset that you didn't get the main.
No, you know what? A little bit of rotation for the nation. You understand? You get me? Just got to switch it up.
But
So only one man kept their spot.
you good?
They're happy, yeah?
Everyone happy?
You saying TE? You didn't want to be over there.
Only 2 man kept their spot.
I'm just sipping my juice still.
You should have heard TE. Watch next week, man.
Just sipping my juice.
Your time, you'll be on the big chair.
Hopefully next
You
week.
get a hot seat, real seat.
Everybody has their time. Come on.
No, but lads, quickly, yeah.
Go on.
Do you think, yeah, the people you keep around you, the company you keep around you, kind of reflects on the person you are?
You've slid in there, mad.
You think that's true?
Listen,
Well, I don't.
What do you think?
It's a techie one still. I was having a conversation with my mum about the same kind of thing. So it's like
Yeah.
you are the company that you keep, or what was the way you would say it?
birds of the same feather flock together.
You know, like that.
But I don't agree.
I don't agree.
But that's the saying.
Yeah.
Cool. But you know what? No, go on.
Go on.
No, do you know what? I actually agreed to it. I agree with it to an extent because I feel like all your friends are a reflection of you.
Period.
Yeah,
period.
But only to a certain extent.
I'm on that vibe.
Furthermore, I feel like when I say they're a reflection of you, I feel like they are bits and pieces of you that you lack in yourself. Like no single person or no two people are the same in a way. Does that make sense?
Yeah, of course.
Cool. So where I'm lacking in confidence, my boy that I'm with is very confident as a person. Where I'm lacking as a guy, obviously I'm not talking about me specifically. But I'm saying where I'm lacking, as in like being like a chaser or a go-getter, one of my other brethrens is also like that as well. So me personally, I do feel like, it's to an extent. It's not really. I don't feel like your friends are a mad reflection of you and your personality. I feel like morally, you lot will gel together. However, you may not agree with everything that they do. It's differences. But then your morality is what brings you together in a way. Like we could all believe. Oh, obviously we all know what's right and wrong, innit? But it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think it's to an extent still, man.
So then, where's the line? Because you got a guy that, I don't know, obviously there's minor ones. You got a man that might not rate football, but he's still going to be a brethren because, do you get me? Yeah. He's a brethren, but where's the line?
No, but everybody will have their likes and their dislikes. That's different. I'm talking about
I think that,
Wait, hold on. I'm talking about actually a reflection of who you are and the people that you have around you. So for an example, I don't know, if a youth, that's growing up and 8 out of his 10 friends are fucking bad breeds, everybody's going to assume that he's a bad breed as well. Because look at the company that you keep. You're with some gang members, you're with some real out here street niggas. Yeah. So it will be people might get
also mad. It's the same for females as well.
Exactly.
Your friends might be
your friends are hoes. Do you know what I mean? All your friends are hoeing.
Pure dick, you know.
I'm sure. I must think that you're a hoe as well.
Do you know what?
Yeah,
and I would think that.
Do you know on that one? Yeah, I think that if a girl is not a hoe, but 5 of your friends are hoes, I think that you might be easily influenced, or you might even be in situations that you don't want to be in, but because your friends are hoes, you're now there. For example, if a group of girls go
just put that one in there. You like that one? You enjoy that one?
For example, if your girl's gone out here, one girl's sensible, and she might not even be seeing someone, she might just have her head on her career, for example. but 4 of her friends are out here and Jerome's got a table in Libs. She's now gonna
gets
go.
like that. No, it gets
She's
like
now
that.
gonna
It gets like
I'm
that.
just
It
gonna
gets
go
like
because my friends, and she
Yeah.
might not be on that, but now you're now on the table with your girls
Jerome
and
and
such
that.
and
We
such.
say-
So would you say
three triple vodkas later
Oh,
in the
sick.
penthouse?
And now because
And now she's freeing up.
Shanice's twerking on the table.
And suddenly what happens at Liberty stayed at Liberty, didn't it?
Would you say though? Would you say that kind of that's mainly perception though? When I say that, I mean like obviously, like you are not your brethren, yeah, and everything you do or everything your brethren does not reflect how you are as a person.
Okay.
But do you think like everyone else seeing your brethren being a bad breed or your brethren being out here make them think that you're also out here?
You know what? I kind of hear that, yeah, because I got man them that are actually bad breed.
Yeah.
People thought I was a bad breed, but when you meet me,
You're not.
No,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
bare fun.
Because of the company that you keep.
So
You're not too far off that though. So.
no.
But it shaped you the same
Yeah,
way.
but
There's real life
It
situations.
definitely
that-
plays a part.
Yeah, 100%.
100%.
No, I hear that.
How you develop as a person, I guess, as a whole. Because, man, I feel like most of us have been through certain scenarios in life, and as we're growing up,
110.
you get mixed in with certain things, and
Yeah.
you have to learn from that, whether you want to go left or you want to go right.
Yeah.
And then,
No,
so
man,
man,
there's a difference.
we went.
So you
Yeah.
can't say
But it's
everyone you
still,
chill
it's
with.
still no. I'm just saying it's still shaped you in a way where you can act like clean cut, but you're not clean cut.
Yeah.
So
it built you.
helped
It
you.
shaped
It
you into the person that you are.
to a way.
But
to an extent.
Furthermore, you've got to have a little bit about your friends for you to be able to hang around with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
'Cause if
yeah.
you're-
Something common.
Yeah, something in common. If your soul doesn't really.
because-
sit
But
with
do you
them-
know what? Do you know what? Listen, there's guys. Sorry, Troy. There's guys that they're not road. They're not into any sort of altercation. They're not really looking for any sort of bad situation on any sort of vibe. But they know real street niggas.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And they're not into the same shit. Do you know what I mean? But my
have
man's
a
cool.
separate
I respect
friendship.
it.
True, though.
They have a solid
It's
friendship.
actually
It
true.
happens.
No,
It happens.
We have a
fam.
brethren
It
like
happens,
that.
bro.
We have a
You're
brethren like that.
able to.
I got friends like that.
No, it's
Bro,
true. But hear what I'm
it.
saying though.
I got
Hear
friends
what
like
I'm
that.
saying,
Good man
though,
There's many.
Monday and Tuesday, you might be on the same thing these men are on, but they're just on it 7 days a week. That's the difference. Do you get me? Or they
You
might
have to be
2
involved
times
in
in
what they're
it.
involved
No, but I've got friends that are
in general.
nothing like real good youths, like just good, but they're actually my close people. Them,
Yeah.
Yeah, they
So,
don't have to be
Yeah,
involved.
like,
they're
so,
nothing like me.
It's
And
not
if
far-fetched.
people see
It's-
them as
yeah.
well, they wouldn't think they're like a bad breed or nothing like that, because they're always just. So I wouldn't say that always happens for everyone.
Not always, but it definitely plays a part. I
Oh,
think.
yeah, on your character, yeah, here and there, certain bits, but not all the time.
But stemming from where this all came from, so I was actually chatting to my mum about it, and my mum was chatting to one of her friends. You know, her parents after work, and they're chatting about God knows what. But then, but they were talking about. She was talking about. So my mum's friend was talking about her son, and how she feels like her son is turning into a bad breed. So my mum was saying, but she, man comes from a good home, this, that, and the other, both parents and everything. And my whole thing is, look, mum, let's stop you right there, because it doesn't go like that. It doesn't matter how you raise your kids.
100%.
It doesn't matter if you go to church every Sunday. It doesn't matter if you know right from wrong, wrong from right, wherever way it goes. Depending on when they get into that young man territory, I'm talking secondary school. So like, let's say
when it
year
really
8,
kicks
year
off.
9, because
Yeah,
year 7
that's
you're
year
still
9.
finding your feet in it. You're
Year
dipping your
9
toes
is
in
true,
the
true,
water.
true.
So if we're talking about where a young man begins to build himself, or what I can remember back at for grammar days and everything else, is like from year, let's say 8, 9, touching the brim of 10. That's all on them now. Do you know what I
You
mean?
know, so imagine
It's
my mum
all
used
on
to
them.
always say the saying, yeah,
It's all on them.
and it's so funny because I said it to her today. She's like, "It's mad as a parent, yeah. You don't realize your child's 2 people.
Yeah.
One at home,
Bro,
but
and
one outside.
listen,
It's mad.
Who I am when I leave the yard,
You don't even.
you
know.
don't see that,
You
mum.
don't even know.
I've been there.
Do you want to come
Yeah,
out?
no,
Do you know
it's
what I
real.
mean? Do you know what I mean?
It's real.
Like,
Do you-
but it's
you don't even know.
but
You don't
getting
know what
getting
I'm
back to the point. I think she was upset because my son this, that, and other. It's like, look, you don't know who your son's friends are. You don't know what your son's into.
It's true, it's true,
You
it's
don't
true.
know what your son's. I don't know. Let's say what he's been
don't know
looking at
they
on the
could be an
internet.
influence
Do you know what I
or,
mean?
yeah,
like
who their
actually,
friends are
it's
at
all
school.
mad.
Do you know what
Especially at that. Go on.
Because you got friends, and like you said, once they leave the house, you've got their school friends who they hang around with. They might play for a football team, might be their football team. So they've got all these different kind of
Different
friends
categories,
from when they've
And they're
grown up.
taking different
And
bits
they're-
from it.
exactly,
Yeah,
they're
man.
taking different bits. They might be influenced by
Yeah.
such and such.
Yeah.
And then that kind of shapes them. Do you know what I mean?
My whole go, Joe.
I feel like when you look at it like from a young, let's talk about like a young kid's perspective, yeah.
How?
When you deep, just whatever age
Yeah.
you're growing up, yeah. When you deep it, yeah. How many hours a day are you with your parents? You might wake up in the morning. You might be with them for 1 hour.
Yeah.
You go to school. That's a whole
That's
8-9 hours.
That's your
You
time.
might even
That's
have
you, innit?
extracurricular activities. That's another 2-3 hours.
Or she might be working. She's not coming home.
training
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something.
You get me? You come back home, you're with your mum or dad for another. So they can only shape you and mold you to a certain extent. You get me? So
And more time when you get home, you're probably on the Xbox.
do you
or
know
the
what I mean?
PlayStation
Or
something.
your mum's cooking dinner, ain't
You
really
get
chat.
me? You're not
Whatever.
really, you have a couple of hours.
Boom.
if
So
anything.
100% it does stem from the
So
people
yeah,
that's around you.
my thing
from
was:
a young
is
age.
it parenting or is it association?
But I also
I think it's a mix of both, you know?
Association.
Is
Which
it-
your-
I also think on the other side of it is that parenting does contribute to a lot as well.
Come on.
And I think a lot of children in this day and age have lack of discipline. So at home, they're not getting the right discipline.
You know
so
what,
then
though?
they
I
go
don't-
out on the road.
I think a lot of them don't have. I think a lot of them don't. I think a lot of them are literally choosing. I think a lot of these kids,
I'm not gonna. This generation, 100% choose.
bruv, they're choosing. A lot of them are choosing, bro.
A lot of them are from good homes.
All right, take this.
Yeah. Go on.
Some guy at my school. We will know in a minute.
Yeah.
Bro, when I met the youth, it was a good youth. Fast forward, he wants to be gang.
Yeah.
Fast forward, man sitting in jail for murder.
He's not coming out to these
Not
38.
coming out till he's all 30. But guess what? When I met my brother, good youth, good bruv, good family. Like, they do everything for
Who
him.
they want to be?
But
when they
he just
leave
wanted
the-
to be
leave the
around
yard. Yeah, bruv.
certain things.
It
That's how it
molds
goes.
them, innit? It mold, from as I said, you're easily molded as a youth. Like
Yeah.
you can be molded into whatever. That's why man get little youths to do this, and because
It's
they
true.
can be molded. Do you get
because
me?
man are just vulnerable.
So
right
if you
now,
if
innit?
you
So
were a parent, yeah, obviously we're talking about nature versus nurture. How would you pattern your youth to not go?
Fam, you just gotta keep it so real with your your
gotta
kids.
take
Yeah,
them
you
at
gotta
the
keep
end.
it so real. Like you gotta let them know
Hold
the
on.
good things about life, the bad
He
things.
said something. Go on.
I'm against that.
You have to take them at the ends. Bro, this thing, look, when you deep it, yeah, a youth is like a blank piece of paper, yeah?
Yeah.
A4 sheet of paper, nothing on it. You're molded by your environment. That's fact, yeah? So if you're fucking growing up on the blocks, yeah, obviously you get the odd anomaly where, yeah, they grow up on the blocks, but they're good youth, they go there, they bust out, cool. But majority of the people, they're gonna do block shit. They're gonna chill with the block
then
boys.
You see with that,
Do
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
See with that, I don't believe that though. I just believe
how
it's a
can you
mix
not?
between your parenting and where you grow up. I don't care if you
it's
be by
not.
ends.
What about licks though?
Yeah.
Licks, is that not?
No, because that more time that turns them even more mad.
I'm just.
No, it's true. It's true though.
You say you're just adding it.
Spice.
I didn't need those spice.
What about
And then
yours,
I also know guys that live in Chigwell that are also very road as well. So it
Yeah, but that doesn't
I
stem
get
too
that-
far from.
No,
I
but
get that
Crazy
it's
was
less
saying
likely.
moving out
I
ends.
get that
He's
it's
saying
less
out
likely.
ends.
Yeah, man. It don't matter where you are.
Listen,
fam.
Upside.
I
He's
just,
talking like
I just think, yeah, like, you know, your kid, you as a man or growing up as an individual, you're gonna learn in it. You need to make your own
Just gotta be
mistakes.
real with your
But
child,
you could be real with your child and your child could still say fuck it. So, or you could be real with your child and you're over real.
No,
You know what I mean?
but the thing is, as long as you're real with your child, yeah, as a parent, I don't think you can do any more. What he does after that, you've given him that information.
Yeah.
That's what he does.
Well,
But
he or she, it goes for the same as girls as well. You know what I mean?
I feel like nah, that's way too easy. Like you can't just tell you basically this is what's gonna happen, that's what's gonna happen,
no, you don't.
and not hold his hand through life. Listen,
no,
do you know-
obviously
do you know
hold his
how
hand
hard
and
it
help
is?
him and whatever. But I'm trying to say, like, don't hide stuff from him. Like,
Yeah,
the world's ruining it.
Yeah.
Don't try and hide
I
stuff.
prefer to
No,
just
it's
talk.
not hide, yeah, but you got a duty of care as a parent to guide your kid in the right direction. Like, look at, for instance, yeah, here's a good example, yeah.
Wait, what are you about to say?
Nah, North Korea, yeah.
Okay, so-
They say
I was
that-
gonna
that's
say
that's
that.
That's still
No,
mad.
I'm saying-
How did we get here?
Yeah, I'm saying,
How did we get to North Korea?
Let me
Jesus
land, let me land.
Christ.
We're
You
in
got
the
30
UK.
seconds.
Let's
You got
keep
30
it
seconds.
here.
Alright, let me land.
Go.
Let's keep it
North
here.
Korea,
Yeah.
my man and his dad shut them off from all the Western civilization. No internet in most parts. No this, no that. But most of them are still living like they're in the fucking 1950s and shit. Do you want to know why? Because they don't know anything. They don't know anything.
They don't
else.
know any better.
Do you get me? So take that into growing your youth. If you push your kid in a direction where he's only going to see certain things, not shielding from society, but give
Wait,
him
do
a
you
little
think that's
bit.
normal what they're doing though?
It's
No, I'm
not
asking you.
normal.
Because you're
normal.
No,
Do you
not
think
to
it's
that
running?
He's
extreme.
running with it.
You're
Not to
running
that
with it.
extreme.
So do you think that's normal?
Not to that extreme, but just to a point where guide your youth in the right direction.
Of course,
obviously
guide
you
them.
can still go back, but do you know what I'm saying?
Of course, guide them, but still let them know the real world. Like, don't hide it.
Of course.
Yeah.
Like, don't hide it.
You know my thing, yeah? So, obviously, my dad lives doesn't live with me in it. So, I look at how my little brother grew up. And I think, you know what? This is nice. Like I love the setup. I love the setup that he's got.
But do you want it?
That's the thing. I love how I grew up. Do you know what I mean? As much as all the fuck things happen around me, and I've had friends pass, and I've friends go in and out. How I've grown up in my ends, and I had to go through all the shit, and I had to see shit and watch other men go through shit and be a part of that shit myself.
You found the balance.
Bruv, I wouldn't be who I am today, and I wouldn't want to be anyone else apart from who I am today. You know what I mean?
That's why I said.
Yeah, but that's one perspective though, because you actually have an experience where it is to be in a full parent kind of like household. Like I feel like that's
full parent household.
But I've got that.
Yeah, so that's what I mean.
There's people that have that.
But I've got that.
Slightly different.
Huh?
Yeah.
I've got that. I've got mum and dad.
Yeah,
you've got your mum and dad.
Yeah,
but that's what I'm saying. He didn't have that. So how would he know that he wouldn't have preferred that over his life now?
Okay, sorry.
Because I don't know any better. That's what you're saying.
No, not because you don't know any better.
I don't know any different. Sorry, I don't know any different. Because I don't know any different. That's what it is.
Yeah.
That one. But yeah, either or, innit? That's just my outlook on it. You know?
I feel like hiding your child or your children from certain things also wrong in itself as well.
You can't do that.
Yeah,
I'm
but you're on this with creating.
You're
on this shutting them off for the rest of the world.
That's what I'm saying. That's
your
why.
vibe. That's your vibe.
I'm locking him in a I'm staying there, like you ain't seeing no bad.
You really want to leave the ends, innit?
Yeah, I ain't got no ties in London. To me,
So
but
that's your main goal anyway. So maybe that's what you want your child's goal to be as well, to be out.
I just feel like, honestly, bro, if you're surrounded, like I'm an energy man, innit? If you wake up to fucking greenery and magpies flying about you, your mindset's different.
I actually hear that.
Your mindset's different to waking up, stepping outside and seeing three man bopping down the street with drop down. Do you get
I can't lie. Can I say something?
Yeah,
because one thing I've done, I've moved that into and I realised things are a bit. Things are a bit
better,
deep.
guys. It's better.
I can't lie. When I used to live upon the venue, I used to call my brethren like, "Who's at the shop?" before I go to the shop because you never know. I can't lie. I leave my house nowadays, toes out in sliders. Think I do the ends? I don't do it.
Yeah, but you grew up in the ends. That's what I'm saying. Would you prefer to live somewhere in the sticks from when going to school? And
I feel like
you'd be a whole different person.
Well, I don't think it depends on where you live. I feel like the experiences, I wouldn't mind going through the same experiences again. I don't think it's where I live. I think it's just the experiences I had was decent experience to shape me as a man. I don't think it's where I was brought up, because there's probably man in Essex that probably went through the same thing I went through, but I'm not from the area, innit? So I don't know what they're getting up to. So I don't think it's the area. I just think it's how you've been raised,
Badness
innit?
finds badness.
And do we think that it's harder for single mums to raise children?
Fam, that's a wrong question to ask, because I feel like
Is it harder for a single parent?
Yeah, because why are we putting bare emphasis on
We
single?
got some
real dads out here.
That's real dads.
Real dads. Come on.
Some real dads.
Some real dads.
Shit, Dad.
Some real dads. Well, I hear that still.
Of course it's hard.
I mean,
As a single parent, hard.
yeah, it's hard.
That makes it 10 times harder, to be honest. But still, there's still man with dads have been around from young and they're still fucked up on an idiot thing. So,
like I said, I feel like it's a mix in it. There's the environment, but there's also that how you've been parent.
Shall I tell you why? Yeah, I feel like the amount of parents you have in your household plays a huge impact here, because I feel like if you have a single parent, you're always gonna miss a fundamental, something key from one or the other side. Yeah, exactly. And I feel like if you grow up in like a two-parent household, you grow up knowing about family, you grow up having morals, you grow up with certain key like aspects in life here that will kind of like make you grow up properly, not properly. Obviously, I know
man with two parents now.
I don't have none of that.
No, but that's a choice.
That's a choice. I don't have no.
You do have more.
I don't have a dad.
Yes, Mr.
Hear
Scooch.
this.
I've had my mum and my dad my whole life.
What?
There you go. You heard it here first.
That's it then.
You know what I mean?
Come on, that was a choice.
No, but
That was a choice.
I think he meant as a generic, yeah. Like when you look in the black community, how many like mothers and fathers are still together?
It's a white community too, fam. There's bare white crackheads that ain't got no.
In all seriousness,
let's keep it real though. Heavily in the black community. Also in the black community.
I hear that, yeah, but like I feel like it's everywhere, because like that whole black thing, it makes black people look bad. I don't like saying just the black.
Well, no.
I feel that's every community though.
No, but let's be honest.
It
Let's
is,
keep
but
it
come
real.
on, bro.
Alright, let's do the test. Single parent.
I think so.
Oh, wait, are mum and dad together? Did you grow up in a double?
No.
Okay. So then
Wait.
I'm joking.
He was talking on his chat like he had all the
No, but
morals and-
I'm talking that chat because I feel like I lacked certain. Yeah, I missed out because fam, I wasn't doing these picnics in the park.
You don't miss out much.
I never done no picnics in no
Yeah,
park.
Yeah, but you man are different. I wanted to do them. I wanted. Did you want to do it? Did you want to do it? I wanted that. I
You're
wanted
sounding like you need some therapy, my guy. Look after my guy. We can
some underlying issues for
I know what girl that does it on
that.
weekends.
I see my white bridging, yeah.
Don't laugh. This might be him coming out.
I
This is also good
He
about
said
mental
no.
health.
He said no
We
jokes
spoke
as
about
well.
this.
Man, I'm back.
And we're trying to
Man
ban
spoke
him.
about mental
Let's
health
talk
last
about
week.
it.
I'm
Man,
trying to come back and your boys laughing.
Nah, but let
We
me
know the level of.
let me unpack this. Like, cool, yeah. So I see my brethren, yeah. He lives in this. Obviously, I don't want to talk about the size of his yard, but he lives in a family and he lives in a household where he has a mom, he has a dad, he has a sister. That's a real family, innit?
Yeah.
Not to say that you being raised in a single family and it's just you and your mom is not a real family, but in an ideal world, that's the kind of setup you want to be in, innit? And I see how that shapes him as a person because he doesn't need to be a go-getter. Obviously, he has that in him, but he doesn't need to go out there and chase the peas and do a bag of fuckeries just to bring in money from the household because he's got that two parental system. Now, you unpack that into a single parent family now, yeah, your mom's struggling, brother. Your mom's
necessarily
more.
You will struggle more naturally.
We all have a friend.
The way
Yeah.
you
Not
expressed
struggling.
it is like as if you have only
In most
struggle as
cases,
the
though,
option.
yeah.
That's not always the case.
I would
and
feel
that's
so.
talking
Yeah.
from experience. So, being part of it, but yeah, go on.
But taking that, we all have a friend though that has the same thing. Big house, family in a very good position.
Yeah.
But he's still trying to do doing fuckery
that's
and
not-
doing
that's
whatever
an
he's doing.
He's talking
So
on that
That's
perspective.
an
He's
option.
talking on.
I'm talking in general. Like when you come from a two-parent system, you don't need to be doing the stuff that other men and the rest of us
I kinda hear that.
did
I
when we
hear
were
that.
growing up.
You
You know
don't
what I
need
mean?
to. Yeah, you don't need to.
There's this.
Why
I wouldn't say
that?
it's a
Because-
two parents.
break it
I feel
down.
like it's more of a financial. He was in a
I'll
better
just-
financial
No,
situation.
not just
It has to be
financial.
Because if
only-
you're- you
it's
could be-
not just
It has to be.
But wait,
If
you
your
can-
if your mum's on 5K a year doing up entrepreneur,
Yeah.
making laundry,
And
or
her dad's
something,
doing the same
and
thing.
your dad's,
Yeah,
You're
but
gonna have
your
to find
dad-
Pete to bring us
your
some
dad's
family.
on the dole.
You don't
doing
have that.
nothing.
You don't have that male presence. You don't have that male dominance. Yeah, to be able to tell you, raw, like this and this is not cool. Like this is how real men.
I'm
gonna talk on myself here.
And that real family.
No, but listen,
But your mom had your
I
dad's
think what
influence in a way.
he's relating to is being.
You know what I mean?
I think what he's relating to is that a woman can't teach a man how to be a man. So he's saying,
do you know what?
I
Yeah.
think what he's saying is having a father figure, kind of you can
helps.
like having a dad in your life can teach that son certain things that your mum can't teach you because she's not a man.
But what would you say to that?
No, but you can
You-
tell
you-
you
you
can
think
tell
so?
me your mum done a good job, and I hear that. I'm not saying your mum didn't do a good job.
Yes, if we're being real.
I just spread out that not
If we're
rubbing
being-
man's
yeah,
mums and
yeah.
saying your mum, you know what I mean? But a mum can't raise. It's a fact. She can't raise a man how to be a man. She can try and show you
Alright, but then
and try and teach you some
On
things.
the
But your
flip,
dad,
though, on the flip,
your
though,
dad,
as a guy, yeah, if you were just raised by your dad, you'd lose stuff that your mum would teach you. Maybe being more nurturing
Or
towards
affectionate.
females,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
do you get me?
Yeah.
So you lose bits from both.
I know,
angles.
but we're
I get
talking
what you're
about having a mum and a dad here.
Yeah,
We're
but
not
you're,
talking-
but
No, but-
saying if you don't have a dad, then etc. etc. I'm saying it can work. It can work both
no,
ways.
but what you don't got to understand, yeah, which what Michael was saying, yeah, I hear what you're saying, but your thing is having two parents help. But I'm saying, forget having two parents. I think it's more of a financial thing than having two parents.
It's not. It can never be.
I had
just
two
about
parents.
financial.
I had two parents, but I still done what I done because I wanted to make more money for the
That
family.
was a choice, fam.
Not.
I'm
you said it was a choice.
saying, yeah.
Like, what, you think
come
this
from a
contract
did
that
it
way
because you needed to,
yeah,
you
needed
needed
to.
to.
I'm saying if you come from a
But why
two-parent
did you?
household,
But
you
you're
don't
going.
need to.
Why did you need to? Because of finance.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying then. You
But
know what I mean? You can still come from two parents
And still.
and be a good home,
Yeah.
but financially you're fucked. So you're still gonna go and do the bad.
There we
shit
go.
that you have to do
That's what I'm trying
anyway.
to break down to
Yeah,
Michael.
That's what you
What
just
he-
said.
yeah, that's what I'm trying to break down to.
Financial basis.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah,
just
yeah,
having two parents.
yeah.
It's just the finances.
But then Michael was
Because
saying,
your guy is financially good, so he doesn't have to. he doesn't need to do certain things. But if you still have two parents, you like your financial situation for your house, you might need to do something.
I think aside.
So that's what I'm trying to say. It's not about just having two parents. You still have to be financially good.
I feel like we've just focused my point on just finances, though.
No, I'm just saying there's a difference.
Like, yeah, go on.
I'm just saying there's a difference. That's what. No, because what you're trying to say, you're talking about two parents.
Yeah.
You're just talking having mum and dad, innit? But I'm trying to say, yeah, you can have mum and dad, but there's still more to it. The scenario you gave me is your guy has mum and dad, also has good finance around him for him not to get caught up in dumb stuff.
But there's a certain amount of wholeness you lack when you come from a
aside note from the finances, yeah, because I feel like we're concentrating on the finances. I think with what he's trying to say is, or what, from my point of view, if you are like, if your parents are together still or they're married, you can see firsthand what a marriage looks like. You get to see what a proper relationship, as long as it's healthy. Obviously, not everyone is married is together, but you see every single day, like you're in a real life more. I think you're seeing what a marriage should be like. I
would have liked to see that.
And you're seeing a.
I didn't see that episode. I would have liked to see that one.
You had to learn that one because you didn't see it.
That's why it's not a coincidence, that, like, for instance, you probably agree, like, confirm it, but Africans,
oh, fuck's sake.
No, I'm saying Africans, fuck's sake. They like, even our age, they're more susceptible to getting married, and
that's true.
Rather than Caribbean.
We've grown. No, with that point, I'm back in this. Go on.
We've rarely seen. You get the odd scenario where a mum and dad's married in a Caribbean household. If they are, you're the
no, for me too, fam. My mum and dad was married from when I was like 5, 6.
Yeah, but you're an exception. You're an anomaly, fam.
Real talk. Because even if you go back from school, like in our year especially, well, when you go through our mates, but mainly the Caribbean boys, single mum.
And then, bro, as growing as a youth, seeing that 24/7, how you gonna think marriage? It's natural. Obviously, you can ingrain it in your head over the years.
You learn it,
but initially, that's not gonna be the first thing you think of. You're gonna be thinking of fucking 5 youths before marriage. Do you get me? That's just.
What are you saying? Do you think this
other
part?
Do you know what I'm saying?
Wait, do you think this other part to play with men when they actually want to settle down?
Of course it does, bro.
You think it actually has a
bro? If we've seen at the back of our heads from baby to who we grow as a man, it's single parent lifestyle, or dad ran out, or dad did this and now we're divorced, or maybe mum did this and now we're divorced. Either way, psychologically, that's your norm. Unless you break the barrier.
I like that point. I like that point. Jordan.
I'm bare silly, and I want to be silly for a second. Quickly, say your mum and dad was together.
Okay.
And you caught your dad cheating. What would you do? It just popped in my head. What would you do? Would you tell your mum?
You caught your dad cheating?
Yeah. I just want to know. I just want to know.
You got to ask it.
It popped in my head. I'm not gonna lie. I would have slipped. You think I'm gonna break up my yard? No, I ain't saying none. Fuck up my yard.
You have to get vexed.
You're gonna get vexed, but I ain't saying nothing. What? My mum's been happy all this long. Bruv, they had the anniversary, like the 20th anniversary this year. You think I'm gonna X that? Me? You must say mad.
You got to beat out your dad still.
I ain't doing nothing. Because you know what? I get it. Man's man, innit?
Yeah,
man's man. Man can't. Like, seriously.
On mummy though.
But guess what? Are you gonna be the scumbag to X everything for mummy?
You know what?
What if mummy knew this before you, but mummy was just happy? Where mummy knew this?
He's slam dunk.
Where mummy knew this?
You know, nobody in their right mind thinks that their mum is moving like a
yeah. What's wrong?
Bro, it's peak.
Bro, what if mummy knew, but mummy just didn't want to X the whole thing?
I'm not gonna lie.
Everyone's fucked.
Hear me out. Hear me out. Episode 2. Shit then.
Everyone got X'd.
I'm not gonna lie. If like I found out that my pops was cheated on my mom, I'm gonna be disappointed. But I'm gonna allow.
Wait, I saw your dad listens to this because he's saying these things.
Hey, pops is gonna be
saying these things.
You know what I mean? But if I don't want to break up the family. Yeah, and I might it might sound mad, but I feel like he might deserve one chance. so just one.
No, do you know why?
One.
Because if it was him, he would want that one.
He would want that one chance. Son, I need this one chance. Son, I need this one chance.
Just a disclaimer, I don't cheat.
But you've got one up on your dad for the rest of your life.
Trust.
So
But why
you
would
might
I
have
do
to
that to
run
my
that.
dad?
That's fine. The way you're thinking is mad.
I feel like he was in school. That run me.
He's gonna get 5 bags, Dad.
Hey,
Yeah.
this is
Dad.
This is Game
Dad,
of
you got that
Thrones.
5 bags.
Run me
Yeah.
my new Jordan.
Dad.
You think I don't think you think I forgot?
Run me my
Fucking
new
5 bags.
fat.
I'll go
What's
tell Mum.
going on?
No, but being a tip, would you tell your mum?
Came
Like,
out.
what?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
obviously,
yeah.
It'd be tough.
I
I would
would
want
you
him
do?
to.
What would you
I'm
do?
joking.
I want to hear everyone's point. What would you do?
See, it's well. I'll be honest with you. The mindset that I'm in, yeah. I'm team mummy in it. Just because of from where I've come from. I can't pretend. Obviously, man got love for daddy, but I can't pretend to be team daddy because I've lived with my mum, growing with my mum. Me and my dad are patterned, we're very close. But if I'm just thinking about the mindset from where I've gone from, I haven't come from the double household. So if I put myself in a scenario and I did see that, I think I'll tell my mum still. I think I'll tell my dad I'm snitching. Dad, I'm telling mum. You might as well come with me right now. I'm gonna tell her either way. You know what I mean?
But if my mum's cheating, I want a blood clot out of this. What kind of soreness is going on? Listen, I'm on dad's on speed that I popped. You don't believe this fucking.
You wouldn't believe what I just seen.
You believe what I just seen?
This woman's here crying, man. Get up, man. Get up.
You're telling me you've been faithful all these years, Pops.
Oh my God.
It's like the same thing that you might see that video where that little girl trying to G-check the woman in boots.
I saw that, you know.
Auntie
I
Boots.
saw that.
Yeah.
And she said, you been sleeping with my dad. Like, huh?
She got the phone. She's like, I'm calling the police. Yeah. She didn't want any part of it.
Wait, but Henny, what would you
Can
do?
we go back?
Yeah, sorry, I want to hear what man would do.
I was gonna say, but I'm similar to Arthur in it, so obviously I feel like naturally I gravitate towards my mum more. But I've got an equal relationship between the both of them, even though they've been apart. My dad's still been there in some way in it, so I'd probably choose my mum, but I'd find it very hard. I've had to think about this for a long time as well.
Kids, what are you saying?
I think you would switch.
Yeah.
I think you would switch.
No,
Just
'cause I want to
like-
ask you that next question.
Wait, let me unpack.
Yeah.
Let me unpack. Listen, I reckon I would tell my mum. Do you know why? Only reason why is because this is not the first time my dad cheated. It's the first time he's been caught. Do you get it? So
You know, I hear that.
That might not be the case.
no, but no, man.
Let's keep it real. Like,
I'm gonna be honest.
Even
honestly,
wait.
it might be his first rodeo. He stepped out. He's got no experience in keeping out.
cheating might not be his thing.
Once you rip that
Phone
seal,
unlocked.
once
He
you
hasn't
rip
had
that
no-
seal,
Cheating might not be his thing.
once you rip that seal, brother, what's to stop you from doing it again? Because now it's that wait, because you're a man yourself, yeah. If you start cheating on your girl, right?
Then the natural flow of emotion.
Then the natural flow of motion is for you to continue because you're gonna take her for an idiot because she let
I'm
you off.
not
the
gonna
first
lie
time.
though. I'm not gonna lie.
necessarily.
I'm not gonna lie. Not
I
that I
don't
do it.
agree.
Not that I do it, but years back, yeah, when it did happen, it was an accident and it was just one time.
Oh, wait, your dad cheated by accident?
No, I'm talking about.
That touches the foot, bro.
No. He said years back. No. He said years back it was accident. I'm talking about.
I'm talking
on his own.
about.
He's talking about-
Oh, no, I've been mentioning, I was very confused.
He was talking about, like you keep on doing it.
Yeah.
I'm saying sometimes.
Wait, you cheat by accident?
Yeah, but this was I'm talking
That's
college
what I'm-
relationship.
wait,
How do you cheat by? Wait, how do you cheat by accident?
I just want to know how you
How
cheat
do
by
you cheat
accident.
by
He
accident?
slipped and fell in it.
Yeah.
No, how you cheat by accident?
You say you
Like,
finish
If I'm being if I'm being honest, yeah, she got me really drunk, and I couldn't really
Where
Your
is
sound
he
is
going,
one
man?
rude, boy.
Because you know what you sound like? You sound like you're still lying to your gal right now. You sound like you're still lying. You sound like you're sticking to the line.
Wait.
It's cool though. It's cool.
Let's start that all again. Go ahead.
Okay, so like I said, I was out, yeah, but I think it was on. I tell a lie, it wasn't like together. Do you know what I mean? On and off period. Anyway, now got me waved, and do you know what I mean? I forgot, and it was just a little kiss. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't the full shebang. It wasn't the full shebang. Do you know? I'm not that kind of guy.
All right.
Just throwing out there.
But you said you would tell your mum though, innit?
Would I tell my dad though?
Yeah.
I would hope he would. I would want
Cool.
this.
Wait, what are you doing?
Yeah, cool. Wait.
No, because I want to flip the question to you after.
Okay,
I got. I'm
back
asking
of that,
every
yeah.
man that said they'll tell their dad. I want to flip it.
Off the back of that, is it your place to tell?
No, wait. Let's just ask this. Let me just hear his point first.
Go on.
I don't care, man. To be honest.
Fair enough.
Alright, quickly
Go on,
now.
switch it up, switch it
Quickly.
up.
So
I'm
all
like,
you
I'm
man
like,
that
I'm
said,
like,
yeah,
still.
you're on telling your mum. So now your child caught you cheating now. What are you lot gonna do?
I hear that.
Maximum really.
But it's not about.
No.
It's the way you're. No. It's not about me.
Shut the fucking mouth, blood.
It's not about me. It's not about me.
No, seriously.
No.
Shut up.
What you not gonna do now?
Listen.
What you not gonna do now?
You-
Because you
you
lot
taught
all
your-
stitching,
you-
so you might
taught
as
your
well
son-
make.
You taught your son.
You
all
might as
these
well get me.
morals over the
What you not gonna
years.
do now?
Look. I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I don't know what I'll do. I'll
gonna own
probably
up?
sit there and probably, I don't know,
If
shed
your
a tear
son,
and tell
if
him
your
not to do
daughter or
it.
son,
That's me being real, innit? The son, don't do this to me, innit? Don't ex me.
please.
But
just blind me, innit?
yeah,
Just
like,
loud me.
I don't know. Like,
or something, man. Just chill out.
yeah, bruv. Honestly,
Nah,
I don't know.
If that happens, you have to ask him, do you like this life I've given you?
Yeah, I guess
What are you gonna do? Take it all away from him?
if I did, I would ask him not to. Innit? I'd ask him not
You're
to.
saying please and
I'll ask, please. I'll probably beg him. This is
That's what I
you're
mean,
about
your
to tell
energy.
mum that I've just stepped out on her. Don't do it.
I hear that.
But if he does do it,
You can understand.
I get it, innit?
Yeah, you get it.
I get it.
I hear you,
Fucked
man.
up, innit?
He loves his mum, or she loves her mum, innit?
I
Max,
hear you,
innit?
I hear you.
What can man do?
Just want to
innit?
make
It's up to
sure.
him, though. It's up, bruv, if the youth wants to snitch, then he's gonna make his mum a single mum. So no.
So all these men
Bruv,
are
the man-
snitching.
he's
So these men are
No,
snitching.
no, anyone can get taken back.
No, but realistically though,
Whoa.
that might
This-
change
this
the
is
whole
realistic.
dynamics of everything.
Yeah, but
Now what? Your mum's single, she's struggling. Now what? You caused this.
that's his fault.
Because
You
What
ex
have you done?
you wanted to tell.
No,
You decided
no
to ex
more free
everything.
holidays
You
a
wanted to
year.
tell.
Well,
we
mummy,
can't go
one son
Disneyland
just
and we need to-
just mess up the whole thing now.
The truth hurts,
But
innit?
like, I think
Well
like-
done, son. Well done, innit?
Yeah, what I was gonna say is that if on the other foot, yeah, so if you're seeing someone and they've cheated, you might actually forgive them if like there's so many circumstances, like we was talking about this before, like if you're together for a long time and you've got a mortgage together, whatever, some people might blind something small. I'm not saying the full shebang, but I'm saying maybe texting someone else or small
what's
small
mad, yeah? I'm
things.
gonna keep it so real.
might
Go
lie.
on, go on. Yeah,
I'm
let
gonna
me
keep
hear
it
this.
so real with
Yeah,
you, man. Yeah. You see, if my gal cheated on me, like not even like the whole shebang, but the little texting
Little
thing.
thing, yeah, you're done.
I can't lie.
You'd firm it in it.
I might have to firm it.
Okay, cool. So
I'm gonna be real.
but let me.
I'm gonna be real.
No.
I walked off.
I can't lie. I'm gonna keep it so
I hear
real.
that. I hear that. I like the
No.
honesty as well.
I'm gonna be
I like the
real.
honesty.
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real.
I did not expect to hear that.
No, I'm gonna be real.
But that, okay, cool. That's cool.
Because,
Okay.
lad,
I'm gonna give
for
you
you to be
something
my
after
gal,
this. I'm gonna give you
for
something.
you to be my gal,
Yeah.
I must rate you.
Yeah. I'm gonna throw something.
I'm not gonna lie. I probably fucked up
that's
bare times, and I get it.
hear that.
I get it, but I rate my gal in it.
Yeah.
But it's the level of what she done in it. Bear in mind, it was some madness.
So
If she's out and she fucked up on a one number.
Okay, so you're out.
No, take that back. I'm trying shit. I just got
well,
no.
bro, this is stretching longer than a number.
No, I'm trying shit.
Pause.
You know them ones there, yeah, where that's it. Perfect example, because I used to do this thing when I was single. You know when the guy make a one story and a one snap and and the man replies, "Cause you're just a hungry dog." If she entertains it, like not entertain it in the sense of link up with my man, but just like replies.
Thanks.
Thanks, and yeah, that I'm not gonna lie. I might take the L for that.
Okay.
Shall I tell you?
If it's a whole madness of a like extreme like lips in or something like that, then
Oh, no, wait, tread the way,
I can't.
Like, not even dipping too much into the cheating thing, but in terms of what you just said, if it was a little interaction on Snap, you're blind it. But that's where it stems from. It's the same way man start.
that's just a test of the water, isn't it?
Yeah, but it stems from that same way man start with weed.
If you get away with that, you might-
I hear that.
Do you get me?
I hear that.
So it's
But
kind of
not-
like
not
you can
this-
say
But if
that.
you've been with her for about 6 years, yeah.
Oh, she's allowed to just.
No.
I'm not saying that she's allowed.
But what-
6
But-
years and
but-
she's whined on the next man at a party.
I forget that doesn't even matter. I can get
And I
past
got
that.
all
I'll get
kids
past
with
that.
a mortgage.
Yeah.
I want little
talking,
flirting every now and then.
You're real invested in it. So
Yeah,
you've got,
like I
you've
want
got a
little-
kid or two, you've got
Yeah,
your
like
mortgage
you got
together,
your mortgage,
like you're heavily
sharing.
invested, maybe fiance,
Bruv, I
and
don't
then you don't even find out. Like no one's come to you man to man, yo, bro, is this your thing? Or none of the man them ain't told you. She comes to you. CK, I fucked up. I fucked
Yeah,
up. CK.
I'm not gonna lie.
Wait. I fucked up.
She ain't
I went out to the
gonna
club
leave it,
with Rochelle and Denise, and I ended up seeing this guy, and you know everything was just happening. We was drinking, and he might have fingered me after the club.
You know what I mean?
No, that's a different story though. I can't recover from that.
Okay.
There's only certain things I can recover from.
Yeah.
You little flirting, that I can recover from
recover
that.
from that, yeah.
But a whole
Okay.
fingering in the club. But this is why I say, yeah, like I'm look at things weird when it comes to female, innit? I always try to look at like I know certain people think female and male they're not equal. Like in certain things, for me,
They really,
yeah. I try to, because I'm not gonna lie, as a man, 100. If I fucked up here,
you can't be
and I do worse than her, blood, don't go, man.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna do it again. I'm all gonna buy beer, chocolate, beer roses. Because I done probably fucked this gal a couple times, and I fucked that gal a couple times. But all she done was a one flirt, and I'm busting out. Like, come on, fam.
Yeah, I feel off the back of that. Yeah, I think as men, sometimes, we're guilty of, okay, we might have stepped out, or you might be seeing, might be in a relationship, or just seeing something. Yeah. We might have done bad things, and then my girl messaged someone on
one time,
and we're bugging,
we're absolutely outrageous.
How dare you? How dare you? We're
switching. Do you know how many times do you know what it is? And you want to switch? Nah,
I'm not gonna lie though, just put it out there. My thing's 2-pack. My girl would never do that. Just put it out there.
So say she's done that now. Say she's done that now.
No cheating right now.
Are you? Listen, say she's done that now, listen, how do you think that's healthy? How do you think you're gonna recover after you?
The same way she recovered when I treat of a girl, and I begged her back. I'm gonna have to find a way to recover because I love her.
Is that healthy?
Alright, cool. Put it like this: man cheat on their gal.
No.
Wait, one second. Of course, it's healthy.
Because healthy.
What if you can get over it? If you can get over it, it's down to you. You know, it's not down to her. It's down to you. 100%. It's not down to her. It's down to you. If you can get over it, can you get over it?
Can you get over it?
Yeah, if I get over, I just said that. If I get over it, then of course it's healthy. I just said that.
Cool. The reason why I'm asking, is because let's just say, listen, you can get over it, but every now and again,
then you're not over it. Then
it's gonna.
That's the whole point. You're not over it. You're not over it. Then
you're gonna play on the back of your mind.
Yeah, then you're not over it.
Man, them say they're over stuff. They're over stuff like that.
Yeah, but you're lying to yourself, which is fine. But you're not. You're asking me if I'm over it. That means I won't need to be lying to myself. I'm over it.
I wouldn't care anymore.
That's like what we spoke about last week about man, like someone you know had sex with your girl and you're cool with them. Bruv, don't get with the girl if you can't look past that. If you can't hear it, don't do it, cuz.
You have to.
Like, so that's what I'm trying to say. If you can get over it, it's down to you, fam.
I like that one.
It's down to you.
Like it's even in worse with don't get with a hoe and try and brush it underneath the carpet and keep it on the balls. But this is your hoe now. Publish her, isn't it? This is your
Kanye West.
You lot are making this bare extreme. Like, listen, let's just say, hypothetically speaking, this is a normal relationship. You're two normal people. Yeah, you're in a normal relationship. You've been together with this gal for however long, right? Yeah. And she's just flirting with men. Left, right, centre. Maybe
that's a different story, though.
Not even. Yeah, but you saying, I
won't fuck up and a man. I said, someone replied to the snap and she entertained it the one time and she told me.
Can you trust her after that?
That's if I know my girl, and I realize it was a fuck up and and obviously me, I probably wouldn't show her no attention for a time. And the one man that gave her the one compliment made her feel a bit sweet and she couldn't hack it. Bruv, what am I gonna say? But if it's I think that's happening all the time, of course. What the fuck? Cut, man. Am I a dickhead?
But hear what I'm saying though, I feel like
just want to put that out there one more time. My gal ain't even on that. 100%. My gal's too loyal to me. Just want to clarify that.
You know what I'm saying though, I feel like
you saying you're back.
It's it's like do you guys feel like you see like when man, I don't know, when man's got a gal, you go and draws the girl or whatever. She's I've got a man, but you know what? Take my snap and Do you know what I'm saying? In the end, you're patterning it, you're linking up with it, you end up getting with her, and then now she's your girl. Do you rate your thing enough to say, you know what? She obviously didn't rate my man. She's with me now. She's not gonna do that to me. Do you agree, or do you kind of think?
You lose them how you get them. I'll be so honest.
I hear that, but
I'm
cocky and ignorant, fam. I just think my source is just different, and I'm just gonna run with it. That's just me, though.
You're gonna X yourself.
No, but
definitely you can rate your thing. But if you
that's
feel
me.
A gal can leave her next man, that's probably.
Oh, and make it my actual girl. Sorry. I thought you meant like.
Different.
No.
Oh, sorry. No, okay. No.
You basically stole her, not stole her, but you've obviously.
Oh no.
And she's with you now.
No. Sorry. No. My bad.
Cool.
No. I thought you meant like my little side thing. No, you meant my actual. No, myth. That's actually a myth. Yeah, couldn't do that.
So what concluded?
Yeah, it depends on the level of cheating. If it's a little flirting, a man hit her on the snap.
Yeah.
I never gave her no attention for like a couple of months. You know,
Then
gal,
you
they
can
want
look
they
past
want to
it.
hear nice things all the
Then
time.
you can look past it.
And I'm like, one
your
man,
palm.
she was going out, makeup was on fleek, and then one man said, "Rah, you look," and get me, she kind of entertained it, but nothing else. I can look past that. That man got years deep in this. Like, look past that, fam.
It goes back to us saying, raw, like, obviously, if you found out your dad was cheating on your mum, would you say something? And I said, raw, it's not the first time he's done it, it's the first time you've caught them. Bro, how do you know? Yeah, she's not been doing it. Because obviously, like you said, you've been ignoring her, you've not been paying her any attention for however long, yeah? Now, let's just say you've seen her messaging a guy and entertaining them. How do you know it's the first time that she's done this?
Yeah,
I hear that, but then you sound like a gal.
How
That's
do you
like
sound
how
like
gal.
a gal?
That's how gal will think though. Gal can speak the same thing about man. Like, like the one of
Yeah,
like.
but you're not speaking on behalf of gal though. You're
No, but
speaking
that's
on
what you
behalf of
sound
a
like though.
man.
You sound like gal.
No,
Like
it
gal would
don't
be
matter
like,
how I sound like.
I wonder if he done it before. He might have done it.
times was he
Tell me,
doing
tell me.
it?
That's what
I
gal
can't
think. That's
trust
how gal
you
think,
now.
you know.
Yeah,
I
but
can't trust you.
How can I trust you again?
You're talking
This
on
must
Let
have
me
been
go
the
for your
first time.
phone.
Let me go for
Let
your
me go for your phone.
Really start going for a phone.
You're speaking on behalf of yourself.
Wait, where's
just
she?
babe,
I want to
just
know. Where's
chill.
she sleeping? Let me go for the phone.
Are you on
No,
going for
listen
your
to what
girl's
I'm saying.
phone?
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying.
Are you on going for your
Because
girl's
you're not
phone?
answering the question. You're just
how I get.
you're just taking it somewhere else. Listen to what I'm saying.
Go on.
Yeah, you found your girl cheating. You found your girl messaging someone.
Yeah.
You've been with her however long.
Yeah.
Yeah, brother. It doesn't matter what you do because obviously in this society we know that men get away with more things than girls. Yeah, that's granted. That's given. But
Wait. Do you,
I don't think so.
yes.
bruv, do you know how many girls? Do you know how many men are out there that don't know that their girl's really fucking on them?
Yeah.
Yeah, but obviously we as guys, we know what guys do. Do you know what I mean? We know we get away
Yeah,
with
they get
bare
caught,
shit.
bro.
No, Jordan, let's take in what he's saying though. Us as guys,
Yeah.
We do a fuckery.
Okay. Well, yeah. If you're weighing up what's going on more, then
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, we're on a fuckery.
Guys are nasty, innit?
But
yeah.
at the same time, I'm not gonna now think to myself, "Is this the first time?" And I won't think like that.
Like, I'm not gonna.
No,
I'm
but
not
but
nasty, I'm
cool. So you wouldn't think like
Yeah,
that, but
I'm
I'm
not
saying,
thinking for
I'm
yourself,
saying,
yeah.
obviously,
Speak for your own
I
accord.
would think like that because, like I said, it's not the first time that I've like it's not the first time that she's done it. It's just the first time that I've caught her doing it. So for me, of course, I'm gonna be thinking, like this is my girl of how many years? Yeah, what else is she doing that I don't know about? Are you taking
Yeah,
that
but
in?
sorry, let me just stop you there. That's where the trust and stuff
Yeah, that's
comes
what I
in.
said.
Why am I-
This
why
is
she
what
my
I'm
girl
saying.
then? Why
You're
she
in a
my girl
committed
then?
relationship. Why are you not thinking
Why is
about
she my
that?
girl
though?
then?
Why?
Why
Yeah,
is
I'm
she
not
my
gonna
girl
lie.
then?
If that's what I said. That's
Why
what I
is
said.
she your girl? If
but
you're
listen,
with her, and
No,
she
what you
but
said.
okay,
man.
but listen, in a nutshell, yeah, if my girl's done something, okay, if I've been told, oh, you know your girl messaged another man, yeah, I might be vexed, innit? I might speak about it, I might go over it. But if I'm going to continue, if that's going to continue being my girl, I'm going to get over it and I'm going to trust her. Otherwise, she's not my fucking girl.
I think
She's
it's a
not
pride
my
That's
thing.
what
girl.
I'm thinking. If you can't
She's
get
not
over
my
it,
girl.
then move
I'm
on.
not-
I personally
I'm
would
either
cut.
busting out or
No, but that's
I'm getting
cool though
over
because
it.
you can't get over
No, I
it.
personally
But that's what I'm
would
trying to
cut.
say.
That's your
If
thing.
Yeah,
I
that's
said,
your
if I
thing,
can
but
get
I'm
over
not-
it, and there's a level of what she done, that's why I said. If it's a
I
little
don't
flirting,
even think it's about getting over it. I don't even think it's about getting over it.
No, you have to get over it.
I feel like there's a certain level of respect you have to have for your significant.
Okay,
So
so
you're on this. Let me get over it thing. You're on this pride. I don't know if it was your first time, but it might not have been your first time. So I'm gonna completely X everything. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, because I feel like you shouldn't be
because you shouldn't be doing it
You shouldn't be
anyway.
doing that
Okay.
anyway. Do you know what I mean?
I'm not on that.
Well, oh, Jesus
I hear that.
Christ. On camera as well.